So dealing with languages, and you said definitions change. A messenger is a messenger. Well, is a Muslim always a Muslim?
His nature is that.
Okay, but does it change?
Is that.
But does it change?
Does his nature change? Yes, sir. His
no.
Obedience change.
No, not the change. Okay, what does Muslim mean?
One who submits his or her will to do the will of Allah.
Now, is that 100% submission?
Well, if you do 100% submission, then you get 100% result. You do 10% submission, then you get 10% result.
So if I submit 10%, then I'm a 10% Muslim?
No, you submit 10%, then you get 10% of the result.
Okay, so what would make me a Muslim?
What do you mean, what would make you that? Your nature makes you that.
Okay, well, what would make a white person a Muslim?
Your faith would make you that.
But you don't believe in faith.
We don't believe in faith.
What is faith?
I said his faith will make you that.
Now define faith.
The faith is already been defined.
Defined it.
You're asking me to do something that's already been defined. But now, wait a minute, let's go. Because now you're jumping into something else, and let's go back to the fact at hand. Let's go back to the grammatic pronunciation. See, because you got to deal with the instruction. Because if you're trying to get certain answers and you want to skip the instructions, then you're
he avoided that.
With the right
He don't believe in faith. He can't even define faith. You didn't define it, man. All you do is ignore my questions and you start rambling, mumbling, grumbling, what you're doing right now. You're ignoring me. What is faith? What I didn't understand, even in the mind, is how a devil can submit to Allah 100%.
How can the devil submit to Allah 100%?
Right.
Did you know that 100% submission to Yaqub made him devil?
Yeah, but in that context...
Now, wait a minute now. I'm going to answer your question.
Go ahead.
We're taught that the followers of Yaqub, and I'm going to the lessons, why were they successful in all of their undertakings? What was the answer? They were successful because they obeyed the law that Yaqub gave them 100%.
It's funny how you pick and choose which Allah. When Allah contradicts what you have to say, that's Yaqub. But when Allah blesses you, that's the Allah Supreme Being.
The white man has been a better Muslim than you.
Now, how's that possible?
Listen. So, Yaqub is the father of his world, and he submitted to his followers. Submitted 100%, which meant that every regiment, every law, every instruction that Yaqub gave to them, they obeyed it 100%. Therefore, at this point, 2011, you had, in the year 9000, they had a perfect, pale,
yeah, but this is the contradiction, brother. But how does that make him a Muslim by faith by submitting to the devil 100%? Because remember, you just said that he's the 100% submittance that he did to Allah was Yaqub. Well, how is that making him a good Muslim by faith?
No, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that made him a good Muslim by faith. You asked me the question dealing with if the white man believed that what would make him Muslim. I said his faith makes him a Muslim.
Right.
And then I said, don't you know that it's obedience
he's stumbling.
to Yaqub, the lesson, is what made him successful. His 100% obedience. So when you use the language obedience, that says that my
Was he? Guys already are stuck on your answers. Like the questionings is, you know, this is the answer, no matter how bogus it sounds, this is the answer, and we're gonna take it or leave it, basically.
So in the last 30 minutes that you and I have been on the phone, we dealt with this Muhammad being prophet.
Right, prophet. Explain that.
And I went to the lessons and I showed you where in the lessons it was that last time Muslim lesson number 2 I brought you to a certain information about the point. I didn't go in depth. That the answers number 1 were answered very incorrect.
Yeah. Right? Now, what is near correct? Now, is it near correct false?
It could be. Depends on what's in your heart.
But what about what's in
or it should lead right up to the mark. I remember, when I was in school, my teacher was always more interested in the method than the answer. That if she knew if I got the method right, I would eventually get the answer. So when a person says to me, they're correct, it could be false. It could be. I wouldn't deny that. It could be. Especially based upon the time frame, 1930, 1934, when the lessons were actually written. In that time, you see, so my point in saying that is, it could be. Maybe it could just not be the absolute truth. Or maybe it could lead you right up to it, right? And for us to solve, or to get, the answers at a particular time.
But then wasn't his whole point was to give all the answers?
No, his particular point was to bring the answers, but he also taught us the law of problem solving.
So he came with more questions.
Say it again?
So he came with questions and answers, like unanswered questions and answered questions.
He came with answers based upon what he was taught by Allah, but we know he had questions because when he first accepted the assignment, he thought that he could complete the assignment in a matter of moments. And then he said, little did he know that it would take him 30 years. Your heart ain't right.
My heart ain't right.
Your heart ain't right. Malcolm's history, since he's dead and gone and a period has been placed on his life, has been proven to be a hypocrite.
No. Listen, man. Listen, I study Malcolm. I listened to almost all his audios. Malcolm was teaching under Elijah Muhammad that I can give you I can play a tape. I have the tape with me. Malcolm has taught over the rostrum as a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said that white people cannot physically enter to Mecca. This is what he taught. This is what he taught as a national representative. He was not kicked out at this point. Then he goes to Mecca and there's white people there. So Malcolm was like, according to Malcolm's words, what is going on here? I always believed that white people cannot physically enter into Mecca. And there's a whole nation of them there.
That's strange, because in Muslim lesson number 1, which Malcolm was he knew the book, Muslim lesson number 1 says, and he knew it just like we knew it, it says this, Muslim lesson number 1, Muslim lesson number 1. Why is the devil settled on the best part of the planet Earth? Answer. Because the earth belongs to the original black man.
Yeah, but it doesn't say the holy city Mecca. It says best part.
Listen. And knowing the devil was weakened, there were in the worst part, can the best part preserve oneself ever since he made it? The best part is in Arabia at the holy city Mecca. But wait a minute. So how could he not know?
So how?
He not know when in the lessons it says that they were cast out from the holy city Mecca, which meant that devil came up from where? The holy city Mecca.
Okay, now.
So how could he go there now after the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that there were some that were Muslim by faith?
Okay. Okay.
Now in 1959.
Okay. 2 points on that. 2 points on that.
Wait a minute. He went to Mecca in 1959 because he waited because he did not want to go to Mecca before the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had made Hajj. After the Honorable Elijah Muhammad made Hajj, now this was in 1959. He made pilgrimage.
When did Elijah go to Mecca? Like, where's this documented at?
That Malcolm goes to Mecca, comes back, sat down and ate bread. Same old with the white man here. After that, wait a minute, you mean to tell me you went to Syria? And in Syria, when you made pilgrimage and Hajj, you didn't see that? Come on, brother.
Hold up now. Okay, I have 2 issues on that. First of all, when he now, how do you explain him to teach if he knew that, and if that goes against the teachings of the Supreme Wisdom book, Supreme Wisdom Lesson book? Why would? Right. So I'm going on. So okay. No. I didn't say that. I'm saying if Malcolm taught it. Wait. Right.
And he goes to the Holy Land and finds the white man there. Then how then is that a contradiction?
I didn't say that. Hold up. Wait. Hello. Hold up. Listen, I didn't say it's a contradiction. I'm saying Malcolm taught otherwise, right? He taught otherwise. He was teaching that under Elijah Muhammad, he was teaching that the white man cannot physically enter into the Holy Land. He taught that over the rostrum. How come he never got sat down? How come he never got suspended? If that was false, how come he never got suspended for teaching that?
First of all, what we have to understand is,
here we go with more teaching and preaching. No answering. You don't love it.
Your question, I just hear a person that didn't study. It made the teaching apparently contradictory. You see where I'm going? So what I did was, as a teenager, since I made the decision and there was enough of the truth in it to change
here we go with that. But isn't that common? That's prevalent.
I can't
all cults,
Johnny, Jim, Joanne,
all cults start.
Muhammad,
listen,
they're not
all cults start off as teaching the truth. Jim Jones and all of them. And then shortly and slightly, they add in falsehood. Now look. Now, another thing that's, I don't know if it's gossip or truth, because I hear different things. Was the lie created in 3 stages or just total darkness?
We're taught. And you got it there. And I said you had the why. And you got it in the theology of time. You asking me a question that you already know what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught. He taught that Allah himself is self-created.
Okay, now how did somebody self-create?
And that he created himself out of triple darkness.
Okay, wait, brother. Wait. Brother. Right, hold up, brother. Wait, right there. Okay, let's go one by one. You said he created himself out of triple darkness, right?
He self-created.
Okay. Now, what was he when he started to create himself? At that point, what was he?
What was he?
Yeah.
What were you?
I didn't self-create.
You didn't self-create?
No. I had a mother and father. I had a mother. Listen, brother, listen. Right. If you're comparing me to the first God, well, my existence wasn't my own. My mother and father made that possible. Okay, so who made Allah possible?
It's the same one who made you possible, bro. He created himself out of the womb. The womb. Listen now. Oh, triple darkness.
But how can he create himself? How he doesn't exist? How can he?
Did you exist?
No.
You didn't exist?
Not before my mother and father got together. No.
You didn't exist?
Did not exist.
Your mother and father got together?
I was not here.
So what is the scripture? You say your origin came from they too? Or did you exist? You didn't exist before your mother and father came together?
I did not exist. There was no birth date of me before my mother and father came together.
Wow.
I mean, well, where was I?
Are you an original man?
I'm original from my, but I started with my mother and father.
How could you be original and give your date to when your mother and father, who didn't have nothing to do with your company, as you said, why would you give them the premise of your origin?
That's when it started.
Of your origin on the physical sense. See, what we gotta understand, man, we got to get deeper into this thing. Don't cheapen this teaching with a three-dimensional concept that you think you've arrived because you studied a piece of the definition and haven't gotten into the root essence of what the teaching is all about, the self-creation of God. We done with the self-creation of God, and you can't even refuse to understand past, present, future, perfect tense when Master Muhammad is concerned. So instead of you asking me what is the written definition of the word faith, since the word faith has already had a premise that preceded me, instead of you understand? So you ain't asking me nothing that is answering the question. Because for every answer, you have another question. Now, the self-creation of God. I said what I had is pretty much done. We done hit some heavy parts. We started out on lesson number 2. So we broke down what their correct was. Then you said, okay, soccer school. That means, and we went into that. Right? Then we dealt with grammatic pronunciation. We dealt with faith and the quality of Muslim.
Yeah, but some of those was your direction. Like it wasn't really, you know what I mean? Like the grammatical is what you wanted to go into. It wasn't really what I had. Hello? Hello? That dude banged on me. All right. I had to be patient because I knew I would end up talking about it 8 years later. Okay, so I have another one. Classic stuff. What?
I'm gonna tell you here.
Peace, King Life. Hey, I gotta send another. I gotta send another live link. So stay right here. Stay right here.